Hey everyone, my name's Xavier and welcome back to my quest to defeat Godhood Ambitious Impossible. We're continuing the Strategy Saturday tradition as this video is going live as I'm starting the Long War Rebalance stream, twitch.tv/Xwynns. Hope you guys enjoy this because I love this game and I'm going to play it a lot more until I can beat it on Ambitious Impossible. Let's see what we can pull off here. I think we're gonna go with a fishy Lord Butted on high this time. The little rotund. He's getting I don't know what this is. I'm also gonna play a whole different experience this time as well. We're not gonna do war for once. I have to go. I just like the things on the left. Lust, hot pink. We are a fish. I mean, fish are known for their general lusty nature. Ooh, Miri's here, you say? Kamana's got. Look at this, boys! Followers are making offspring. Wait, no. So sorry, it's going to rain. So the first thing I noticed right out of the gate, I've only played War up until now, but wow, look at this. Apparently Lust has a whole different layout. We have nice, hot purple cushions. Everyone's talking about crying about cherries and love. Amazing. So this is going to be an entirely different playthrough here, focused on different stats entirely. So out of the gate, our #1 colonist has a totem of Charisma and Cunning Major. Also, 10% extra physical crit chance. Looking at their abilities here for what we can eventually unlock, our basic ability is Righteous Flirt. Total damage 11 to 13, but this is morale damage, unlike before when we were doing war as physical damage. And we deal 50% more morale damage if the target is infatuated. Additionally, every time we use this, we have a 20% chance of inflicting infatuated debuff with all abilities, which is fantastic because it reduces the physical and morale armor of everybody by 10, and it adds a clouded thought in their mind. Now, I don't know what we're going to do with that clouded thought, but it's fascinating to think of what's possible. I also like the flavor text at the bottom. Hey, handsome. So we got 80% chance for a Righteous Flirt, and currently we have a 20% chance for Seduce. This is a nature ability. All of these are just normal morale abilities with no specific. This is nature, though. It operates off of charisma, has the same 20% chance to infatuate, and that's about it. I think I see what's going on here. We have Heart Melter as a passive ability. And that gives us an extra 20% chance of inflicting infatuated with all abilities. Our other options are Alluring Body, which also does nature damage, but it's AoE, so we have a negative 30% chance to hit, but it attacks everybody, and it does half damage. This is based on Cunning. It also does 50% more physical damage if the target is infatuated. So really spreading out like your abilities between physical, morale, and also nature, and then over here we have life. This could be a good all-rounder ability for sure, but I think I'm more interested in having our #1 disciple go into massive seduction to apply infatuated, and then have everyone else follow up with possibly sensual touches. Yes, with a sensual touch of your hand, you'll set the heart of the faithless on fire. My God, setting the hearts of the faithless on fire by touching them? This is like custom tailor-made, just for me. I like this a lot. Cunning bonus is what this is based off of. Also, crit chance plus 20. So my thinking is we'll have our primary character here go charisma for the seduction, and then we'll have our other characters go sensual touch for cunning, and see what we can come up with in a minute for those. For the religious development, we can do, to the left here goes for cunning, and to the right goes for charisma. This is the embrace loving passion side, and this is pursue endless pleasure, which culminates into grow into god of pleasure. if you read over here, it says, yes, yes, oh Lord Godhood on high, yes! This is so amazing. I don't even know what this building is, but we're going to try doing that. We're just going to experiment with things and have fun. So let us pursue the endless pleasure. So deems Lord Godhood on high. This will give us the ability to get disciples who have totems of cunning specifically, which is what we want. That's going to be available when we get 50 butter boys. Currently, we only have 10. All right, so for names, we've got Cinnamon, our lead disciple, looking fantastic. Miri, I didn't even rename. I doubt she'll watch this episode, but hey, there you go. She's already in. Colored like a true butter-ess, I suppose. And Nee over here, I figured this is perfect for Puniella. Fantastic. Look at him, her. That's going to be just fantastic. Let's go to the initiation. Oh, there's actually none there, so... let's assign the same thing we always do. Puniella, I believe, will need to go into 2 trainings. Just confirm that hasn't changed since the last patch. 2 out of 6 experience, 4 out of 6 experience. Voila. I like the red lights at night. They're very nice. You guys ready for our first sacrament? We can go to the southern jungle. They've got 50 materials, and we get to construct a building. We'll get our 40 butter boys. We have 10. That'll give us our sacrament exactly. 10 out of 50 right here. Perfect. Now, 3 basic acolytes. We'll just throw everybody in. No problem. Done. Now, let's see how this works. I'll try my best to commentate in the beginning, because this is totally different. Ooh, look. Interesting. It says Punella. Righteous flirt, Cinnamon! Punella's attacking. Physical attacks from Miri. They're condemning our righteous flirtation, but they're too nervous because we're attractive. We shall seduce them. Oh my god, I love this game. We have seduced the enemy, friends. They have been fully enticed. Wow. Look at the little purple hearts. Everyone's attractive in this colony, except for frigging Lord Potted Fish Face on high. With leaf backgrounds. But whatever. Pay ye no attention to the fish behind the curtain, as they say. So you can see here we've got a whole bunch of new different stats. Primarily we're going Charisma and Cunning this time around. But we've got a Lust Priest. We've got a Guardian, which we saw in the last playthrough. We've got a Songsmith, which we fought in the last playthrough. We've got the Chieftain. The Weaver, I'm not too familiar with. And the Druid, I've only fought like maybe once. I'm not completely sure what they do. I want to try to go for Songsmith here on Miri. It sounds like a fun thing. So basically, we get a passive that increases our evade chance from Cunning plus 40%. I'm not sure if that's 40% of our Cunning. It might be possible. That's not a huge amount of evade, but we'll see. Also, reduces hit chance penalty by 10% for target all abilities. Normally, that's 30% penalty. This will only be 20% then for target all abilities, and we mostly have target all abilities. This one here looks very interesting. Song of Praise. Deals morale damage to all opponents and heals awe points. That is our total hit points that we have for each battle. I didn't know there was a way to interact with that and heal it. Mostly I want to do that one, but then also down here we have an AoE, Tune of Life, deals life morale damage to all opponents, and this one, very interesting, Performance, deals morale damage to all opponents and raises your team's Cunning, scales with Cunning. Now I was planning on doing quite a lot of Cunning, and this works out perfectly. I think Punella will be another Life Priest, and we'll try to go with 2 Life Priests, 1 Songsmith for a little while and see how that works out for us. I feel like they changed these numbers slightly so that you always get your first development after the first thing, but maybe not. Maybe that's just this scenario. Maybe it's this god. Completed. Pursue endless pleasure. Look, everyone's tired from the endless pleasure, boys. Excluding recovery intervals. Yes, exactly. New villages activity unlocked. Ooh, new outfit unlocked. I'm not sure what these things are exactly. Unlock new initiate type. Hedonists. Hedonists will be recruitable when using recruit new disciples. These disciples have totems with talent for cunning, which is exactly what we're looking for. And behold, Lord Fishface spotted on high is level 2. Now, of course, we're going to assign Punella to anything to get that one last point of experience. Gather in some butter boys, and let's see what we got over here for the initiates. Ooh, Hedonist. Major Might, interesting. Kuali, the Finch. Charisma, knowledge, devotion, but poor cunning. And Uman. Cunning, major, charisma, good. Now that is exactly what we're looking for. Let's get Uman right on in, and then go for a rename. You know what? I want to stick with you, man, because I can't really tell other than it says masculine. You, man? Question mark. Absolutely amazing. Not necessarily a character from anywhere, but there you go. I think we'll go for kind of a more neutral color, I suppose. And off we go. I'm gonna go for release the primal desires. Let's surrender to the primal urges Lord Butted on High gave us, yes. New initiates will now have a 25% chance to gain primal desires buff, which gives us 10% damage from nature abilities and 50% additional chance for initiates that are hedonists. And the thinking there is that we have nature abilities. At least Seduce is a nature ability, and it does hit pretty hard, so hey, plus 50%. Not bad at all. Okay, and Punella gets a class. I think, as I said before, we're going to go for the Last Priest, Punella. Which also grants Punella the Heart Melter passive. I'm curious what these passives are. Cunning, Charisma, Raw Chemistry. Use Alluring Body in the first turn if there's an enemy Nature Disciple. Over here, Life Date. Use Sensual Touch in the first turn if there's an enemy Life Disciple. And then after 4 miracles, I've never gotten this far in the game, we have Joy. Chance to follow up when an ally uses Life. And then this one's the same thing when they use Nature. Alright, well. Fascinate. For now, though. Miri wants to go on a Sacrament, and we'll make that happen. They have Life. They deal more damage to Dark, but they're weak versus Ancestral. That doesn't affect us in the slightest right now. The plan here is just put our strongest character, Cinnamon, who will have the strongest defense against their morale damage from the Songsmith. Since I have a Songsmith, I can see it's all morale damage. Largely AoE based, though. Regardless, the defense against that's Devotion. It's not Charisma, it's Devotion, actually, and Knowledge, so that'll be, I guess, the best layout we can get. None of our abilities counter theirs, none of theirs counter ours. Also, because we have Lust, we get an additional 10% chance to inflict Infatuated all the time. Righteous Flirt from Cinnamon, look! Oh, wow. Another Righteous Flirt. I guess they're not, Infatuated. I thought they were there. Nice move, Cinnamon defending. Oh! Whew! The Righteous Flirts hurt so much from Cinnamon, but not from everyone else. Thank God that guy went nervous. We might have lost there. Cinnamon, get in there! Flirt with their leader! Whoo! We were inches away. That's what Infatuated right there looks like for a second it showed up. Oh my God, that was close. That was really, really, really close. However, they have been enticed into the Lord of Butted on High most joyous ways, shall we say. Well done, Miri. Ready to touch the heathens. Okay, new assignment slot, the materials gatherer. That's exactly what we want. So materials hut there so we can gather. We now have 2 people to come in every time. Let's put you-man gathering materials for many turns until you-man can get the experience to level. Otherwise, Cinnamon can probably fill the other role and level up. Alright, so the map hasn't changed at all this time. Do we want experience points? We do have 4 disciples, and we do want to level them. At the same time, We're not gathering a huge amount of materials, but we don't get too much of a bonus here. I suppose leveling. Let's take a look at the defense. They have just one life character. They have the same hit points as us, just about. Their offense is physical, and their defense is physical. We shouldn't have much of a problem here. All right, they have a physical defense, but that's not going to help much against our flirtations. Yes, come over here, little lad. We'll sing you a song. Okay, this is looking pretty... Yes, flirt with him, Cinnamon, flirt with him. He does hit kind of hard for a defensive character, but no problem. We're literally just going around flirting with the boys, like... Cinnamon is literally bringing the boys to the yard for various reasons. You man is ready to prove my glory again. I think we're gonna forego the Hunter's Lodge and the just general not build the miracles this early. And we'll just go for farming resources as fast as possible. So, one person in the Gatherer, and another person, most likely Cinnamon, gather in the Butter Boys. Let's take a look at what it costs to upgrade the Materials Gatherer. We have 95, we have 80 we can spend, but we need level 4. We can get an extra slot over here if we really wanted to double down into it, which is not super important. Mining, however, the passive gain, that's what we want to go for first. Well, Cinnamon now wants to perform a miracle, and until she does, I think she's going to have a negative effect on her faith. So I did say, we'll let that go for a little while, see how it works out for us. I did say I wasn't going to build that miracle thing for a while, but we'll build it sooner than I had otherwise planned. Let's take a look at this and just see what it is. They give us 3 skulls. I'd like to do that before... Actually, after we farm up this one and we're completely ready, and then we're ready to move on maybe to the next 3 areas. I don't feel like we're quite there yet. So we get some more materials so we can get the extra material passives. They have Ancestral, which deals more damage to life, but is weak versus Divine. All right, well, put Cinnamon in the front line then. Miri over there, Punella here, 37. They have 50. Not looking the strongest, to be honest. That's a chieftain. He will hit very hard. And they have way more hit points than the last band. Let's actually check these guys. So, Songsmith. And they also have 50 hit points. And we have nothing that can count out of their life. Alright, we'll try this one. Then again, if we lose, it's game over. I don't think we're going to lose, though. Let's put Cinnamon in the front line. Punella down here. And Miri over there. Check there are 3 guys. So that's physical, that's physical. They deal 3 to 4, 3 to 4, and this is going to do a 12 to 14 physical attack. Woo, that's a lot. However, we're going to seduce him, and we're going to hit him like truck. We really do need to seduce him, I think, to win. Pray for luck, boys! By the pleasure of Lord Butter on high, we will win! Flirt with him, Cinnamon! Hey, handsome, says Punella. Ooh, he's infatuated. This one's nervous. This is gonna hurt right here. Oh, never mind. Nice. Infatuation makes a big difference. Hit for an additional 3. The bravery is what hurt. Keeps denying our song of pleasure. Alright, no problem. And flirt with the infatuated man for the win. Ooh, and Cinnamon now also has a miracle charge, which is perfect because she has a quest to perform a miracle. And there's our next development as well. Release the primal desires! What the hell is happening? Oh. So we now gain plus 10% damage from nature abilities. Well, that's not true. We have a 25% chance to gain the passive that gives that. And we gain 50% chance for new initiates to be hedonists, which is fantastic. All right, the Hunter's Lodge for Cunning is one thing I definitely want. However, Cinnamon wants to do the miracle, and Cinnamon's more based on charisma, I believe. Charisma bonus on seduce. Yeah, she's going full seduction and flirtation, whereas Puniel was supposed to go a different way. So let's actually put down the storyteller's circle first. We'll put down here our gatherers for ritual offerings. Up here we'll put the hunter's lodge and the storytelling circle. So let's take a look at what this does. Miracle Myth levels up Disciple +1 Charisma. What's the possible upgrades? Improves all Miracle, applies to Miracle Myth, +1 Charisma, and +1 Knowledge. Very nice upgrade. Let's put Cinnamon in here right now. And then we really need more materials, which we'll put Human on, such that we can upgrade the material gather for the passive. For religion, we're going to grow into a god of pleasure. Mostly because I want to, but at the same time it unlocks the bordello, which I don't know what it is, and we'll find out pretty soon. There's also nighttime pleasures over here, which looks pretty good. Life and nature gain +20% damage, but I really want to see what the bordello is. If we lose, at least we'll learn a little bit about the game here. If we bring Human to a sacrament, we'll actually level Human, and Cinnamon has one more turn here. So let's do another farm for the experience on all the disciples before we move on. Extra damage to life, so we'll put Punella in here. They do have 50 hit points, which is concerning. But at the same time, it's mostly just straight, raw physical damage. Blind Strike is 12 to 22 damage. Wow. This guy could two-shot us before we have any chance. I can't do this. It's just, it's too dangerous. I wanted to do it. Instead, let's go back and wait the one extra turn here. We'll have Human just gather some more resources. We're going to get one debuff on someone, but then we can at least have Cinnamon. So Cinnamon is the one who is a bit sad about this, but at the same time, Cinnamon told an amazing story of Lord Butted on High's exploits to some butter boys. The story was told so well that it came alive in a nearby fire. Yes, Cinnamon was too enraptured to notice the miracle. Very good at telling stories, Cinnamon. Cinnamon performed the Miracle Myth. Miracle. +1 Charisma. We've also unlocked the Alluring Body. I don't know why this stuff makes me so excited. Plus 50% physical damage if the target is infatuated. It's an AoE. So, there you go. I don't think the Songsmith's ability applies to everybody, but if so, that would be amazing. Should go take a look on that in a second. For passives, I think we're going to go Charisma on Cinnamon. Blessed be Cinnamon, boys. Also, we fulfilled her request for a prayer, but she has doubt for 3 missions as a result of waiting 1 additional turn. Alright, now we're off to farm that experience with Cinnamon this time. However, I'll put Punella in the front line since he's got more hit points and Cinnamon's getting a little bit weak. That's a little bit stronger. 30, 50, let's go. Are you happy to see me? Yes, Cinnamon seduced the peasant. Oh, and he's infatuated now. Punella's got a righteous flirtation. We're playing them songs now. Oh, look, they're nervous. They don't know what to do. Whoo. Did he just critically hit and we lost the game? Really? We just lost from a critical hit? Wow. Holy bananas. I can't believe we just lost from a critical hit. Let it be known, the butted one with pipe shall succeed, where the butted one upon high did fail. We got Miri again this time. Let's take a look really quick just to see if there's any differences. Charisma Major, 8 Charisma. So she's going to become probably almost certainly a 2nd Lust Priest. And Tizo over here is a 7 Cunning, which means Almost certainly the Songsmith. I am indeed using the Patreon nameless. It just so happens that Miri is a random generated character, so we'll stick with it. Also is a patron. Cinnamon won again, and this time we got Mr. Honk! Look at this guy! Ain't no one gonna be able to resist the lustral powers of Mr. Honk. That's definitely something I thought I'd be saying when I started a career making games. So same basic strategy on the gods and the placements and all that. Let's just get right back to where we were. Actually, here's an interesting thing. The Weaver. So what the Weaver does is it will always cast Doom, their basic dark morale attack, on enemies who do a clouded ability like being nervous. I was wondering what the clouded abilities were. And we can make them nervous by infatuating them, which we have as a global ability because we're lust, and also as a special ability on some of our characters. So fascinating. That means we get follow-up free attacks. The other things here aren't all that interesting, and the knowledge doesn't seem to support anything other than Nightmare. It seems to be mostly... Well, I'm not even sure if Charisma matters here. Let's give it a whirl. Let's have Miri the Dark Weaver confirm the class. Interesting. None of these initiates are all that great. I think we'll just stick with the 3 that we have. And now Cinnamon gets her class. Cunning for days. Now we have 2 options. 1 is to go Songsmith, and 2 is to go for Guardian, so we have a little versatility. Last time we lost because... Well, we would have survived last time if we had a Guardian. But, my god, the Songsmiths really have that ability to heal all points. I think I'm going to make Cinnamon into a Songsmith rather than a Guardian. Yep, the decision has been made. So basically, Cinnamon has an AoE attack every single turn with a simple song. And it only has a negative 20% chance to hit because of Cinnamon's passive, which reduces the normal 30% penalty from AoEs to 20. Now, in addition to that, every single attack that Cinnamon does has a 10% chance to infatuate the enemy. And that, if they're infatuated and they pass a turn, or if they're nervous, Miri will follow up with punishing the feeble. Whenever they do nothing, she'll crash them by casting an additional Doom, I believe. Follow up when an enemy performs a clouded action. I'm assuming it's any one of these randomly, but she only has 5 Doom, so it's a guaranteed Doom. That's great. Additionally, we have a Heart Melter over here with Mr. Honk, which means he has a 30% chance every time he does something to infatuate them. I love it. I love it. Hey, handsome, says Mr. Honk. There's our infatuation. There's our AoE. Oh, Mr. Honk defies the godless. Let's see if they pass. And we get a free Doom. Well, let's see if we don't kill them first. Anyone? Well, I love how Mr. Honk's defying. Yeah, they didn't pass, unfortunately. No free Dooms, but we win. Okay, now that we have an assignment slot, I'm going to immediately go for a miracle. Last time I was saving up for long-term efficiency. This time, however, I'm going to go immediately into miracles. It's a matter of Hunter's Lodge or Storyteller first. Cunning or Charisma. Well, Charisma is what everyone's going to use, so we'll go for the Charisma one first. Which is the Storyteller. Fantastic. I suppose it makes sense to put Cinnamon in first. Since every attack's an AoE, it'll be +1 to everyone, which is 3 damage per turn, whereas Miri would just be +1 that one time. However, we do get free attacks, but not that often, so Cinnamon's the obvious first choice. And I will take a small faith debuff here to last 1 additional turn. Wondrous Storyteller Miracle. Cinnamon told an amazing story of the butted one with pipe's exploit to some butter boys. A spellbound crowd looked up as the butted one with pipe did many great things in times long past. Cinnamon, enraptured in telling the tale, kept their eyes closed. Cinnamon performed the wondrous miracle miracle. All right, so wondrous is awesome. That gives us 2 charisma and 1 cunning now, which is super awesome. Oh, I didn't know Cinnamon's talent was health the pig. And then over here, we picked up a new Tune of Life. So it deals life morale damage to all opponents at negative 20% chance to hit based on a charisma bonus. And that's essentially all it does. It's just AoE mortar damage. Compared to that to our regular song, which is 3 to 4, this is 4 to 6. Otherwise, it's the same. Now then, we must crash our enemies. We must choose wisely so we don't lose this time. Good. They do have a lot more hit points, but it just doesn't look all that strong. They're going to do a lot of piddling damage, and we're going to infatuate them. I think we've got this. And if I'm wrong, we haven't lost the game. Hey, beautiful! You guys like my voice acting? Woo! Mr. Honk! Infatuating the heathens, the Tune of Life! Wow. Oh, they're infatuated. We get a free attack? Wow! There's a regular attack. Holy handled, Batman. We just walked right in there and we're like, hey, beautiful! Done. Easy game. Our morale defenses are relatively decent. We lost to physical last time, so let's place a free physical defense building. So this time, let me actually place the physical defense building. When we want to, we can spend 10 ritual offerings for an immediate plus 10 armor against physical. Could be useful. We need 20 butter boys to get to our next level, and then we can get some more initiates, so it's very important we do that. I could put Miri in for a miracle, but instead, I think we're going to farm up Cinnamon here to gather materials. Nah, you know what? Let's put Miri in for the miracle. Wondrous miracle myth on Miri. Fascinate, plus 2 charisma, plus 1 cunning. We now have condemn. Holy wow. Let us compare the two of these. So Doom is 10 to 12. And that charisma being plus 2 is actually huge. 10 to 12, and now we also have condemn, which is just straight better at 13 to 15. This is a category weird, and this is a category great. Interesting. Blessed be Miri. Wow, these guys have Brawl 14 to 16, Brawl 14 to 16. Holy mother of heavens. Blind Strike 13 to 23, but the hit chance is negative 25%. My god. And they also deal more damage to life, and we have 1 life character, and there's 2 of them? That's insane. They also have Rage, plus 20% chance to boost their damage after being hit by a physical attack. At least we don't do that, so we mostly, I think we exclusively deal morale damage. Yes, we do. Every single ability is morale, so at least Rage won't work on them. But this is insane. We're going to need to buff up for that in the future, meaning we can only really come back here. You know what? All 3 of these characters are decent, and if we're going to get experience points farming, let's just buy all of them. So Zuma has a talent for Cunning, and Cunning is 6. It's not bad at all. Also, Might is 6. We could go for, favorite classes says Songsmith, but we could also go for the Shield Bearer. I think we'll go for that one. Topple over here has Druid, Weaver, Songsmith. Not bad. Boom. And Coco additionally has Charisma Major, Cunning, good. Lost Priest, Replacement, Weaver, Songsmith. Anything we really want, to be honest. Alright, welcome Kiyosuke, Andrea, and Eric to the fold. Fancy fancies, boys. Since we have 3 skulls, I'm gonna throw Kiyosuke in here. Since he's young, he'll get +2 experience for every sacrament. I think that means 4 total. And we have a chance to fail this, but if we do fail it, it's not the end of the world because we have the skulls. Hey, beautiful! Oh, he brawled us after we flirted with him. Amazing. Oh, this one's nervous, so Miri gets a free 10 damage? Whew, that is strong. Hey, beautiful! Oh, nice moves, Mr. Honk. Nice moves. They're nervous again! Wow. They have been enticed by our flirtatious ways, and Mr. Honk is ready to perform a miracle. What exactly does that mean? Yes, boys, Mr. Honk's performing the miracle! I want to see, let's do this again. I know I said last time if we did this, we can learn what it is. We didn't learn what it is. Let's do it and see what it is. Yes, Kiyosuke did indeed get 4 experience there, so 1 more for him and he's in business. I guess we'll go with the Lost Priest as a replacement for Mr. Honk when he gets old or when he needs to take a nap. Doesn't seem like Mr. Honk is the kind of guy who takes naps, though. Ah, this time around, +10 damage from nature abilities, charisma, knowledge, devotion, good, good, good. Same deal here. Charisma major. Well, we don't really need anyone, and we're kind of leveling up now. But it's a taste of things to come. So this is pretty important here. We're going to put Kiyosuke in because he's 1 hit point behind. He'll level up. He has the charisma. And he'll be a replacement for Miri so she can regenerate hit points for a while. Yes, never mind. He just got it right now. And I think we're going to go Weaver for him. Mr. Honk for the free miracle. Although we're going to have to spend 2 turns going over as a result of that if we want to use them, which I'm pretty sure that we do. And we really need materials more than anything right now. So we can invest into getting more materials. Andrea is still young for the bonus experience. And I'm really liking charging that up, getting a class. The question is, can we defeat them? They have got 60... Well, we still have 1 skull. They've got 63 awe points versus our 40. Our abilities are not fantastic. However, neither are theirs. We don't get our free Kiyosuke as the thing. God, I really want to get Andrea in there, though. And I really want Cinnamon to gain more experience, too. No, there's no way. These guys attack for 7 to 8 per turn. We're going to have to put Kiyosuke in the stead of Andrea. Much as I'd love to bring her. Maybe Cinnamon? No, I didn't think so. Much as I'd love to bring her for the extra experience, this will make things so much easier. Especially because this one's weak versus dark. Yeah, and that's just going to make things super, super, super better. We could put Andrea over here instead of Cinnamon, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. And Cinnamon won't level as much, but we'll get 4 points here on Andrea versus 2 on Cinnamon. Ah, Mr. Honk! God, that effectiveness was only for 8? That is surprisingly low. I'm getting worried. I'm getting worried. Wow. Well, Andrea leveled up. Not a huge fan of the druid, so I think we'll make a 3rd weaver out of Andrea. Huh. Well, we can't fail again. God, we just lost all of our tribute too, which would have been ginormous if we had succeeded. Well, boys, it's a challenging time. Yes, Mr. Honk gave him the alluring body, boys. That's what does that AoE damage. My god, they all just stare at him and they're like, Mr. Honk. Show me more. Show me more, Mr. Honk. He's pretty happy about that one. Wondrous storyteller miracle. Beautiful. Sensual touch now. Okay, Eric can sensually touch the lads. Fantastic. Blessed be Eric. And Miri wants to rest, which is exactly what we're going to do anyway. She's at dismissal, but she's going to lose both doubts and be rested and complete her prayer for rest all at the same time. Whew. Now then, can we actually defeat this? I feel like... I don't know. We couldn't do it last time. This is it, boys. We lose. It's over. Are you happy to see me? Says Eric. Agile Claw. That's 13. It's a lot. The alluring body, Mr. Hawk. You follow up with a flirt. Okay, they're hitting like truck, but... Wow. Wow, that defense there just protected them versus the effective. Oh, but Mr. Honk's alluring body's too much for him. Oh, Andrea! Crash the weak-minded. Beautiful. Whew. This game is like edge of the edgier seat. Very, 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 very scary. It's just complicated enough that you can't really see what's going to happen. There's just enough RNG to make it like kind of crazy, but also really exciting. I've never seen an auto battler that was this exciting, actually. That's a pretty sweet amount of materials. We picked up our next reward as well. Grow into the god of pleasure. Unlocked the bordello. Now I can maybe see what it actually is. Nope, I can build it, but I have no idea what it... A holy place symbolizing lust, that's all it says. What does it do? It's so cool looking. Come on, boys, I'll build you some pillows. Badoom. Adds the prayer of for rest prayer. Ritual effects. Disciples with prayer for rest cannot do this. Enthusiasm effects. Gather butter boys, materials, and ritual offerings, but disciple will need rest after. It gathers all three? Holy, okay. Well, we can put that on people who need to rest anyway. That's a really strong thing, and it's only one turn. 1 day to complete that? Let's put Kiyosuke in. Okay, we're about to build our Hunter's Lodge, so the Playful Embrace will be perfectly timed if we start that now. Miri's also ready for a second miracle if we put her down now as well. So I think we'll do that. One more round of collecting materials. And let's put down the Hunter's Lodge. I suppose right there. Just make sure it's next to... Nope, that's the materials gatherer. We'll put it down up over here next to the other one. Which is our storytelling circle. Exhausted prayer. Kiyosuke prays to you, O wise the butted one with pipe. When the sacrament comes, please allow me to rest. Will do. So that's all that happened. He went down because he needs to rest. Negative 15 faith for one turn, but not a big deal. We'll let him sleep. And now we can put, I believe, yeah, we can do this every single turn. Wow. Holy, that's very strong. This is a good reason to have a lot of initiates. Like, I saw no value in this before in the war campaign. But having everyone rest like crazy, whew, that is really strong. Interesting. So basically someone will be here gathering every single turn, and we just have to let them rest afterwards. Well, there you go. 3 people are tired, but my god, look at the tribute. 80 butter boys, 50 ritual offerings, and 135 materials? I'm liking this combo a lot. And 25% materials match over here. I'm getting a little apprehensive about spending too long in this area, but at the same time, 80 butter boys. Whew, we do that again. Playful embrace, amazing. It's a 50% match over here, but I'm just not ready for it, I don't think. I want to heal up first. However, Mr. Honk is a crasher. He does have some health. He can resist this to some extent. It doesn't make any difference where we put the other two. Says it's possible. Looking good. Give him the abs, boys. This will be my pleasure, says Eric. Yeah, there's the abs. Flirt with the infatuated. Sing him a song. Wow. Incredible. Mr. Honk doesn't even try anymore. He just walks up. He's like, Whoo, Mr. Honk. Oh, Mr. Honk grows great. No. He's 47. I can't believe he grew gray at 47. You're gonna be kidding me. I've decided to go after the ore deposits and risk everything. And the way we're gonna do it is buffing for the fight. They're gonna be all morale damage, so we're gonna spend 25 materials to build our mental fortitude. Although, I want to make sure it's right next to the other one. This is physical fortitude, alright? So let's put down mental fortitude right next to it. Boom. We're going to send in Mr. Honk. He's going on the fight. Miri's going on the fight, and Eric's going on the fight. So everyone else is going to come over here and pledge up in the love shack. I'm actually really worried about this. But we're all charged up as much as we can be. 3 people need to rest. 3 people are ready to go. We got our 10 morale armor, 10 morale armor, 10 morale armor. It's as strong as we get. Now's the time. I could stay here and farm longer, but they're actually up to level 7 now. Not that that really matters too much. Over here, though, my god, would I like to make some progress. Let's see what we get for this. 50% tribute of materials. Whoo, would I like to pull this off. Now, these guys, being divine, are weak to nature, and wouldn't you know, we have an alluring body, the body of nature from Mr. Honk. We roll that a couple of times. Good, good. We don't roll that. Whoo, they do 12 to 14 damage with lecture, and preach is actually 16 to 18, which is absurd. Absolutely absurd. But there we go. We have 50 hit points. They have 63. We have a half-decent chance to infatuate a fair bit of them. If we infatuate them and we can pull off a couple of dooms, that might be nice. The thing here is, though, on average, they have some pretty high morale defenses. They have very little physical defense. Now I'm realizing, so these things don't change from campaign to campaign. So when we went war, we had a much easier time of this one because we just steamrolled them doing physical assaults. And this time around, though, they are naturally defensive to our morale attacks. Whoo! Anything might happen. Anything might happen, boys. Let's see it. Give him the physical allure, Mr. Honk, before you're too old. You can do it, we believe. Righteous flirt! That's not what I wanted. Righteous flirt! Not what I wanted. We're getting lectured to, boys. Only hit for 7, though, because we have the defensive armor. 7-9. They're doing more than we are. 7-9-4. Doom! Okay, we've done 19. They did 20. No, we don't need righteous flirts. We don't need righteous flirts. Yeah, Mr. Honk, defy the lecture. Oh, God. Eric got blessed, though, boys. This is bad if we don't give the alluring body right now. Mr. Honk, roll it for us, please. Ah. Not even close. Oh, Mr. Honk leveled up. I don't even know. I mean, this is actually insanely hard. Like, I'm gonna have to really strategize about this. I think I would just have to farm a lot more. The budded one with pipe. Jaguar Star. They're just so incredibly strong. I suppose we could farm for a lot more time, and we're gonna have to effectively retire our primary character from old age, I think, before we even get to defeat those two areas, if we're playing as a god of lust. I am wildly intrigued by the diversity of this game, and I just can't stop playing it. I want to play more. More. That was actually really fun to lose on the first island twice. What an incredible game, and it's still got months of, like, additional updates. God, I love it. Third time is the charm, boys. This is a pretty good one this time. We got Lord Buttered Snout of the Butter Sniffers. This is the one, boys. We got Amit, we got Rena, and we've got Monk down here. Monk of the Pig, major health with a health of 7. He'll be our shield bearer this time around. Rena has a charisma of 8, which is fantastic for the Dark Lord. And then Amit, the pig flowered dancing queen. I don't know. Anyway, that's what we got this time around. Hey, handsome. Monk just falls asleep. Nice, Amit. I also like the way Amit flirts. He prances up to you and just opens his hand and pulls his shoulders back. I think this is the one. It's all pink. It's the pink. That's what we needed all along. Charisma of 8. Oh my god. Weaverina, some might say. This is the one. Alright, welcome Slate and Jinjin to the colony. Monk's really healed up. 3-3-5, righteous flirt, Ahmed. Oh, look at him get nervous. That means Rena gets to go. And... oh, I thought she was going to go there. There we go, now she's going. That nervous roll was huge for us. Oh, thank God they were infatuated. And we hit that roll, otherwise we would have lost that. Whoo, the power of pink, boys. For Chile! You're both ever vigilant, huh? Yakula! Sup? Oh my god, the combos. Wow. Monk is handling things for us. I'm feeling much better about this. It's not as cool when we just walk into town and flirt with all the boys and they just fall over and join our religion. But having one shield smacker, it just feels nice to actually win, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, yes, seduce him. Beautiful, bravery, awesome. He's infatuated 13. This is what we need, assuming we can serve. Yes, beautiful work, Amit. This one's nervous past the turn. Boom, extra attack, we win. We could have lost that so easy. The righteous flirt there on top of the infatuated means boom. Wow, this game, they're not joking about impossible. Like, it is at the precipice of impossible, like literally impossible. Wow. You know what I'm gonna do this time, actually? Let's get Jinjin into the tree druids. The reason is we have the passive defy on everyone at the start of a battle. which is actually relatively good. And then also, druids are pretty strong versus, I believe, divine. Yes, deal more damage to divine. So in the last run, we actually lost to the divine guys, and this is a half-decent counter to that. We can buff auto resistance to them when we need to, and then also, hopefully, deal more damage to them. We'll see. A first ever druid plus 10 morale armor. That is strong. Wow, we double healed Amit as well. Now we're gonna go flirt with him. Aww, nightmare for 4. Repent. No thank you, Amit. He's not gonna repent from his flirtatious ways. Wow, critical hit Amit for 6. Crazy. Instead of repenting, he will seduce the heathen. And look, the heathen done got seduced. Look at his eyes. Amazing. It's 37 versus 63. However, we've got a good lineup here to counter them. There it is, Amit. Thank you for the defense. Little flirty and inspire beautiful Amit defending for days. Aw, can't hit for the life of him, but he can wow, 18. Yeah, that's well played right there. We dealt like 30 and took like 10. Yes, Amit, go for the sensual touch. The sensual touch on the infatuated peasant. Are you kidding me? We died to a crit for exactly our health again. Just after I said, let's farm and... Oh, God. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, my God. If I had the skulls, we would have had 5. But realistically, though. Realistically. Come on, game. Come on. Alright, boys, that's enough losses for one day, but I have to say, this game is amazing. One might not say that it's balanced, and impossible is not actually impossible, but keep in mind, after each playthrough, I'm getting ideas on how to improve. In fact, after these 3 losses, I have learned something ginormous, which I cannot wait to put into use in the next episode. But that is really the hallmark of a fantastic strategy game. You learn as you go, and you get better and better, and the challenge is there for those of you who enjoy challenges like I do. In any event, if you guys like this game, please check it out. The developers are downsizing because it's not doing so well, and that kind of breaks my heart because I love it. I want it to do well. So I'll link in the description down below for that. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. We have seduced the enemy, friends. They have been fully enticed. Wow. Look at the little purple hearts. Everyone's attractive in this colony, except for frigging Lord Butted Fish Face on high. Oh my God, I love this game.